this year. And as we always do, we try to have positive input, in all those areas for the betterment of college football. And that's always been, my major concern. So with that, questions?
Coach Olin Buchanan, TexAgs.com. What evidence did you have that Texas A&M bought its entire recruiting class?
I didn't really say that anybody did anything wrong.
Well, you said they bought their recruiting class.
I didn't say anybody did anything wrong, okay? And I've said everything I'm going to say about this, but, I think that, I guess the point, and I should have never mentioned any individual institutions, I said that before, but, some kind of uniform name, image, and likeness, standard that supports some kind of equitable national competition, I think is really, really important in college athletics, in college football. And we've always had that, whether it's equal scholarships, equal Alston money, whatever it might be. And so that's kind of point one. Point two is we need some kind of transparency in name, image, and likeness deals, to verify that, players are doing what they need to do to have the opportunity to, make money in name, image, and likeness. And believe me, I'm all for players making as much as they can make, okay? But I also think that, we've got to have some uniform, transparent way to do that. Our players did extremely well last year in name, image, and likeness because they got agents, they had representation, they had people who wanted them to actually endorse something for them, and they did very, very well. And it's public record, and you can see how well they did. And I think that also student athletes need some protection from, unfair name, image, and likeness representation or deals. You could have a player, and we've had this happen to us in the past, that thinks he's signing one thing and he signs something else and gives up his freedom of choice in the future as to who represents him. We have no oversight, right now for players, when it comes to this. And, I also think that, boosters, should continue to be precluded from recruiting, including use of, name, image, and likeness offers, prior to, enrollment. So, that's basically, what I have to say about, some of the things that I think we need to do from a college football perspective. This is not about Alabama. This is not about what's best for us. I just hope that we can sort of put some guardrails, on all this. I've read something in the Wall Street Journal that said, what we've done in college football, and I'm paraphrasing here, is put a canoe on top of our SUV to go to the lake, didn't tie it down, took off, and just hoped for the best. And I think that's, kind of where we are right now. And I think it's a great thing for players, to have the opportunity. They've always been able to work. I've always said I've encouraged, this whole name, image, and likeness thing for, players to be able to earn money. So it's just something that I think we need to make sure that we have a uniform way to have equitable competition. It's transparent. We protect the student athlete. And, boosters have never been involved in recruiting, and hopefully, we'll not allow that to happen relative to this circumstance.
Is Jimbo lying when he says that they didn't do anything?
I have no problem with Jimbo. I have no problem with Jimbo at all.